Orlando's Magical Dining Month is now just Visit Orlando's Magical Dining. That's probably because it lasts longer than a month, running this year from August 23rd through the end of September. This year there are more than 120 participating restaurants, each offering a special 3-course prix menu for $35. As in years past, $1 from each dinner sold will be donated to a local charity. With so many restaurants, you're going to have to do some research in order to choose wisely. Come in a little closer and I'll show you how I go about making my selections for Magical Dining. First, I go to the official Magical Dining website. The site has always been cumbersome and not very user-friendly. This year it's even less user-friendly, or is that user-unfriendlier? But I'll get to that in a minute. The first thing I want to do is look over the entire list of participating restaurants. I'm looking for old favorites I might want to revisit, as well as new restaurants I want to check out. Hey, restaurant critics like to save money too. If you just go to the list of restaurants, you'll see that they're presented 12 to a page, grouped by area. The convention area is first because Visit Orlando. You can click through all 10 pages of listings, or you can use the filters at the top of the page to look at a certain area or a particular cuisine. But I recommend you do this instead. Go to the Magical Dining homepage and click where it says Download Visit Orlando's Magical Dining Restaurant Checklist and Map. This will take you to a page with all of the restaurants displayed in a handy chart. You can also print this out and put a check mark next to the restaurants you're interested in exploring. Be careful of the nebulous surrounding areas category. It does have some restaurants, such as 1921 Mount Dora, that are actually in what would be called a surrounding area. But it also includes restaurants like Earl's Kitchen and Bar, which is right about here on the Magical Dining map, and Texas de Brazil, which actually has an International Drive address. So once you've selected the restaurants you're interested in exploring, it's time to do some research. Now you want to go back to the detailed list of restaurants and call up the listings for one of your choices. You can do this by filtering by area, or you can type the name in the search box. Big Fin Seafood Kitchen is a favorite of mine, so let's take a look at it. On its page, you'll find the options for each course along with a description of the dish. You'll find a bit of a description about the restaurant, a map of its location, address and phone number, and a hot link to an online reservation site. What you won't find this year from years past is a direct link to the restaurant's website. So you're going to have to open up another browser tab and search for it. This is necessary because you want to see whether the $35 Magical Dining menu is a good value or not. So let's open Big Fin's online menu and take a look. On the list of appetizers, the half dozen raw oysters are listed at $15. Under main courses, the shrimp Orleans is regularly $22 and the crab-crusted Corvina is $30. And the apple pie bread pudding dessert goes for $9. So if you go with the oysters, the Corvina, and the bread pudding, you're getting a $54 dinner for $35. That's a pretty good deal. Here's a restaurant called Euphoria that's new, so naturally I'm interested in what it has to offer. But it doesn't list any prices on its online menu, so I just move on. And the Grill at Marriott's Grand Vista doesn't even have a menu on its site. I've always thought that one of the advantages for restaurants to participate in Magical Dining was the opportunity to showcase their regular menus to a new audience. I'm wary of Magical Dining menus that aren't representative of a restaurant's usual fare. For example, Artisan's Table in downtown Orlando has 2 of the 3 appetizers from its Mag Dine menu on its online menu, but none of the main courses. And Outpost Neighborhood Kitchen has only its cauliflower entree on its menu, listed at $16, which makes me wonder if I'd be getting a good value. I don't have to wonder with Menagerie in Thornton Park. If you didn't do your research beforehand and ordered the coconut curry mussels, the brick chicken, and the donut bread pudding, you'd break even based on the restaurant's online menu. No reason to waste a Magical Dining opportunity there. A couple of boilerplate notes. I'm noticing this year that a lot of restaurants are promoting their Magical Dining menus, which is great. Still, you may have to specifically request the Magical Dining menu when you're seated. Don't just go to your notes and order the Mag Dine items from the regular menu and expect to be charged only $35. It doesn't work that way. Also, know that your check is going to be more than $35. Tax and beverages aren't included, so expect to pay more than $50 per person, even with a modest glass of wine. And please don't shortchange your servers. Take the total amount of the courses from the regular menu and tip on that figure. Have a happy magical dining month plus.